Hello, Nomad Nation! Welcome back to Tandem Nomads after this summer break. Tandem Nomads is the weekly podcast show for expat partners where you can find great inspiration and tips to build your portable career and thrive in your global nomadic life. Well, I hope that during the summer break you all had the chance to fully enjoy some fun time with family and friends and that you are ready to kick off whatever project you have in mind that will make you feel complete and fulfilled while moving from a country to another and taking care of your family. So, in today's episode, I would like to first keep you updated on Tandem Nomads' future podcast episodes as we had a little break during the summer. But I would also like to share with you some of the things I have been reflecting on myself this summer. So, in fact, while taking the time to rest, and it was great, I spent time with my family, I loved it. I also took the time to reflect on my own path and actually listen again to Tandem Nomad's previous podcast episodes. And it was amazing as I realized something very, very important that I think I haven't focused enough on. And I really want to make sure to share this very, very important message with you. The one thing that I think every single expat partner should know. But before, let me give you some housekeeping information and feed you with some updates because Tandem Nomads Best of Series will resume on Tuesday, October 25th. So if you remember before we took this little break, I was sharing with you some extracts of Tandem Nomads' first season that were organized by theme. And by the way, for those here who are just joining us today for the first time, I want to wish you a warm welcome. And I'm looking forward to the journey together. And I highly recommend you to go through these best of series episodes. It starts on episodes 50 until episodes 55. So this will give you a chance to discover the topics we discuss on Tandem Nomads in general and the great tips that you can find to implement in your own life as an expat in general, but also as an expat spouse in particular. So as I mentioned, starting from Tuesday, October 25th, you will be able to hear the second part of these best of series with some really great inspiration and tips, particularly focused on expat partners' portable career and self-empowerment, which is one of the most important focus of Tandem Nomads. So there will be 4 important themes: identity, planning, career, and entrepreneurship. I will provide you with carefully selected extracts of some powerful inspiration and tips on how to build a strong identity when living in constant change, especially as your self-confidence may be often challenged when living on the move. I know that because I've experienced it myself and I've been talking to so many expat partners, and this is one of the main challenges that we do face as expat partners, this self-confidence and identity challenge that we face with. So we will look at how to be proactive about your expat life and what are the important things to look at, and really plan carefully in order to protect yourself, and what can you do to plan certain things to make sure that you're prepared for the things that are not planned actually. So it's all about protecting yourself and your family while making the best out of this exciting journey across borders, because it is exciting and we have to enjoy it and fully enjoy it. So we will then focus on the career challenges of expat spouses and see how we can implement some of the great tips that were shared by expat partners who managed to build a successful career while supporting their partner's job and their families abroad. And finally, in this last series of best of series of the first season of Tandem Nomads, we will look at some of the important character traits and very important tips to build your own portable business in the move. which is one of the episodes that I'm really actually very much looking forward to sharing with you, because as you might have noticed, if you've been following the episodes, I am very much keen on encouraging expat partners to build their own portable business in order to fulfill their dreams and express their amazing talents, because I believe personally that it's one of the best way to make it, to continue, building whatever we want to build for ourselves while taking care of our families, which is really not easy when we have a normal job, a 9 to 5 job or 9 to 8 job. So I'm really looking forward to that. And here comes the thing that I really want to reflect on with you. The word talent that you mentioned. In fact, when I look back at my own path as an expat partner, and when I listen to the stories of all these inspiring expat partners on the show, I realized that in order to build a portable career and thrive while moving from a country to another, there is only one major question that every expat partner should focus on being able to answer. And that question is, what am I really, really good at? That is the question. So, in other words, what is my expertise? What is my true talent? What am I better than anyone else I know? What can I use this specific gift that I have to provide it? Or how can I use this specific gift that I have to provide it to those who need it? So it's really, really important to know what we're really good at and really not be hesitant about it. Be sure and confident about it. So this is it. This is all what we have to do. And this is all what you have to do if you struggle building your career and your source of accomplishment while moving from a country to another. And in order to do that, you will definitely need to capitalize on your past achievements before you started this lifestyle. But in order to make it portable, you will also need to be very open-minded and use your creativity to define this unique talent that you have beyond the scope of the, for example, industry or type of job that you had before. And if you didn't work before that, then the type of training you had or the type of future you were imagining for yourself. So it really demands going deep back in our history, find out what we really achieved, but also be very open-minded about, okay, how can I transform my true skills into something that I can use in my future in this global nomadic life, with all the flexibility that it needs. So really, spend all the time and energy you can to define that special talent of yours. I really, really encourage you, if you are an expat partner, to spend as much time, energy, and resources as you can to answer this question, this very question, and very precisely, and with a high level of confidence. All the focus should be on that. If you can't answer this question, then all you have to do is focus on working on being able to do so. So some of you might actually, for some of you, it might actually be easy to answer this question. In that case, it's really great. It's like 50% of the way is already ready for you. And in that case, you can then focus on all the tools to deliver and make your talent portable, because it's not enough to have a great talent. It has to be a talent that you can transfer wherever you go, and that you can also digitalize and use on the virtual space and the online space, so that you can really take full benefit of it and share it with the world. So something that we will cover a lot and in so many different ways through Tandem Nomads podcast episodes. I can't wait to keep developing all these episodes to show you all the different ways where you can make your talent portable. And we've already had so many amazing stories, and we will have more of them. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I know that most of us have struggled for at least a while to define what our true unique talents are. It's not that easy. Honestly, I don't know that many many people who are completely secure about what makes them geniuses. So this is what we have to focus on. So we will cover this issue in detail through Tandem Nomads podcast episode, And sorry, by the way, I have a bit of a cold, so a strange voice coming in here. But for today, here are the tips that I already want to share with you in order to define your specific special gift. So, are you ready? It's going to be very simple, but not that simple. Start with assessing what you already have achieved in your past. It sounds very simple, right? But it demands a lot of energy. You have to think about your past jobs and trainings and define very specifically what are the skills that you used and in what areas you were really, really, really good. What are the skills you had the best feedback on, the skills that your colleagues would frequently ask your help for? It might sound very vague, but try to remember particular moments of your professional life where you felt really useful. List these skills and see how you put them in application to be helpful. List them and write them down on a piece of paper. And even if you didn't have a professional life before you started being an expat partner and traveling the world, still look at your trainings, your internships. What have you been told about your special skills and talents, and where did people ask you for help? Same thing with your personal life. Search in your memory for all the times when you felt really helpful to a friend or a family member. We're all here to help, and I'm sure that each of us has already been there for somebody else. So think about it and question, what are the things you do so easily without even thinking about it? What are the talents that come to you very naturally? Ask yourself, what are the skills that your family or friends may call you to ask you some advice? What are the reasons why your family and friends are calling you when they need you? Think about it and write it down. Put those stories on paper and try to extract from them like a simple word to define those skills. Remember those stories and really, really extract the practical skills that you really put into application to help your friends and your family. Also pay attention to your passions. Passions is really crucial in this life. We have to be passionate because most of the time we just have to do it all by ourselves. So if you don't truly believe in what we're doing, and if you don't love it and want to spend our life doing it, there's no point in doing that. If you have a great skill and you're not passionate about it, really doesn't make any sense. So really think about your passions and how do they relate to your skills. What really makes you thrive, and really see how they can match those specific skills. So I can give you an example. I'm very shy when it's about talking about my own story, so I promise you I will make more effort in that. So, and here is the first time where I'm going to do that. For example, when I dissected carefully, when I took the time to really dissect and look carefully at my own skills, I had a time when I really, really struggled with my own skills. So I really took the time. It took a lot of time to go through all my emails, the messages, and the phone calls that I remember having. And I sat down and listed all the reasons that friends or family asked me for help. So when I listed all the type of requests I had, I realized that there were some specific skills that I had to put in place to help them. And they were actually very specific. And the first one was simply listening when they were going through some emotional distress. So I was listening and I was putting things back into perspectives for them, not by telling them what to do, but by helping them to see the solution through questions. I would just ask them questions. I would answer those questions with questions and really help them, guide them in finding the solution by themselves. And I never really knew that until I really took the time to think about this. Like, how am I helping my friends and my family? It was really, really like a huge realization for me. It was like a breakthrough. And it turns out that I really actually love it. I really It makes me happy. It makes me happy to be able to help my friends and my family, even if sometimes it does take a lot of time and patience to listen to the stories of someone who's not feeling well, not doing well, and or needs guidance, because sometimes you have to clarify what's happening in their mind is not always clear. I love it. I just love it. So that was the first thing. And it turns out that I actually really find pleasure in just listening and figuring out how to ask the right questions to bring out the solution from the person who's talking. And the second thing that I'm frequently asked, and that's what I realized when I listed all these skills that I've been using to help my friends and family, are technical questions related to marketing, because that's my field, and digital tools, and also related to transforming creative ideas into reality. And you see here I just gave you 3 keywords: marketing, digital tools, transforming ideas into reality. And it didn't come out like that when I listed them, but the more I brought stories of my past, the more I realized actually I can summarize it this way. So try to do that and see if it works out for you. I would love to know how it goes for you. But this was really amazing for me to figure that out, that not only I had this special skill that I never thought I had. I always thought that I talked a lot. Well, today I do. But I realized that I actually do listen. And which is quite ironic, because I don't know if you know, but I'm deaf from one ear. Here's a little secret, talking of being more vulnerable with you guys. And the second thing is, like I told you, more technical skills that I actually implemented to help my friends. So yeah, isn't this just amazing? I don't know, but for me it was really amazing. And when I think about it, I realized that these skills, listening, redirecting people, and creating content with digital tools, are actually what make my little zone of genius and what led me to creating Tandem Nomads. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I never really realized it until I really worked on those skills and said, oh my God, yes, this is it. So I hope that you do that exercise for yourself and have that realization for you. It's just magical when it happens, and it breaks through and opens so many doors, and things are much more easier when you are so confident about what you're really, really good at. So please try to do this exercise. Get back to me, let me know how it goes, and I will get back to you with more guidance on it, because I know that it's not that easy. I hope I gave you as much tips right now as possible about it, but I will continue to talk about this topic along the way on Tandem Nomads. But you can already take the time to remember those moments where you had to use your skills and manage to make a change in your life and your surroundings. So once you have found your special talent, make sure to always be the best at it, because that's actually another thing that's very important. It's not enough to be skilled at something. You have to, to nurture those skills. You have to keep constantly, training and making sure you're at top of it. So your zone of genius has to be constantly nurture. So when you find it, make sure to always stay the best at it. So along Tandem Nomads episode, I will provide you on a regular basis with more practical guidance, like I said, that will help you in this particular subject. But in the meantime, remember, all you need to build your portable career is to focus on one simple goal. Discover what is your zone of genius. The place where your skills and your passion meet, and where you can extract all what will make your portable career possible. So it is only once you have defined these special talents that you will be able to build all the systems to make it then portable. And we will talk about that too. So how to turn those talents into a portable career and a portable business. Also, I noticed something very common to a lot of expat partners who struggle to continue their careers abroad. Expat partners often end up settling for less. They accept jobs or internships or volunteering positions that are sometimes at a much lower level than their skills. And this can destroy their self-confidence. The reason why they accept these jobs is because they never know. Maybe they will never find the job that fits to their skill level. And maybe they will never find the job they are dreaming about. So in order to stay active and keep active, they just accept any job that comes in and they settle for less, which I find can be really dangerous, because that what can affect the self-confidence when you suddenly realize that what you're doing is really not at the level of what you could do. So I would really, really want to highlight that fact and encourage expat partners to not settle for less. There are other solutions, and we will talk about it too. I really think that it's very important to be strategic about your choices. Don't accept the first job or assignment that comes to you. Focus on tasks, trainings, internships, and jobs that make sense with your goals, those that will help you reinforce your skills and actually challenge you, because we all need to be challenged. And that's maybe actually the core thing about this whole expat partners career issue, is that we need to be challenged, and taking care of our families is maybe the most important things for us emotionally, but intellectually we need that challenge. So if you keep accepting jobs, internships, volunteering that are below the level of what we can really achieve, that can really be hurtful. So so make sure to take the decision that fit to your goals, those that will help you reinforce your skills, like I said, challenge you, and not those that only use a small portion of your genius, as I call it. Make the decisions that fit to what you want to achieve for yourself on the long term. It's very important to make the decisions according to your goals on the long term. And if you don't know them, then focus on getting to know them instead of accepting any job and just, going from a small volunteering job to another. It's really great to be able to volunteer, but then do it cleverly. Choose volunteering jobs that fit to your skills and what you want to do in your future. And we have actually a great episode about that, and it's going to come in the best of series. Please, 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 expat partners, Nomad Nation in general, don't settle for less, be it for your professional life and even your personal life. You are worth it. You are worth it. Believe it. So if you still lack confidence and can't really clearly define your special and unique talent, then don't hesitate to get help. Really, don't try to go through this alone. Don't do that. I've tried it and it's a disaster. When you do this alone, all you can do, if you're already feeling bad about yourself, not confident, all you're going to do is just self-defeat yourself. So make sure to find the help you need, and reach out to the people who have this experience, who already done it before, people who can help you and mentor you along the way to this self-discovery. So I will also, like I said, in most episodes, talk about this and share with you some tips to really apply it in your life. And what I have shared with you here in Nomad Nation, like I said, is the core of any successful portable career. Through Tandem Nomads podcast episode, but also the newsletter and other media, I really, really want to make sure to bring to you all the info and tips that will help you define your zone of genius. I love this term, your zone of genius. I will also focus on providing you with all the tips and inspiration you will need to transform this zone of genius into a growing and successful portable career. Because once you know what you're really good at, you have to deliver and you have to make it portable. So we're going to talk a lot about these things. So if this is really what you want for yourself, Nomad Nation, sign up to the newsletter on tandemnomads.com. Otherwise, you will miss all the great takeaways I'm preparing for you. Go to the website and sign up for the newsletter to not miss any of the info I have to share with you to help you find great inspiration to define your zone of genius and build your portable career. Also, please make sure to put on your calendar the date of Tuesday, October 25th. This is the date when Tandem Nomads podcast episode Best of Series will resume. As I said previously, we will cover for 4 weeks the topics related to building a strong identity, a clear plan, a portable career, and a portable business. And after that, also make sure to stay tuned and not miss any of the great new episodes of Tandem Nomads' second season. Actually, as soon as the Best of series will be over, we will kick off the second season of Tandem Nomads. I'm so much looking forward to that because we have so many fantastic guests sharing with us so many tips to turn your zone of genius into a portable career. We will look, for example, at how to use your talent to become a freelance. That's very practical. And what platforms you can use to do that. We will also talk a lot about your role as a parent, which is very important for a lot of expat partners, and we cannot dismiss that. It's an important role. So, as most expat partners, they're the ones in charge of the household. So we will look at how to communicate your needs and make sure to not forget to take care of yourself too, which is something you will hear me say a lot in Tandem Nomads. But we will also sometimes have some special episodes that have more to do with life in general during the second season. Yeah, because at the end, life is not only about work, right? And it's also a lot about emotions, and we need to be able to manage those emotions to be able to focus on other practical things. So there will be a lot of topics related to the usual challenges of life that can actually get even more difficult when living abroad, like supporting kids with special needs. That's a topic that's close to my heart that I want to talk about. Also, a very difficult topic, but very important, dealing with the tremendous pain that comes with the loss of people we love. This is an important topic that I want to talk about. And or simply defining home. So, but don't worry. This is not going to be all sad and gloomy when we talk about other things than just career, but it will rather be inspiring and empowering. Trust me, I really, really can't wait to share those episodes. They're already recorded, and they're just, every time I edit them and work on them, I'm just super pumped. So I can't wait to share them with you. So remember, Tandem Nomads is all about turning challenges into great opportunities. And you will see how these amazing guests have managed to make a difference in their lives, but also in their world. Be it through their career or how they manage with their emotions. So I'm really, really excited about all of this because I know that it will make a difference in your life too. Or at least I hope it. But I really know that it is really great. So yeah, but this can happen just like that. So you have to take action for it to turn your challenges into opportunities, and you need to take charge of your happiness, like I always say, and invest in your own development. So start right now with signing up to the newsletter on tandemnomads.com. And as I always say, stay tuned to turn your challenges into great opportunity. See you on October 25th.